What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight... Oh wow, we have not come back to them in a while. We're coming back to SiM. Yes, indeed. How about that? SiM fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi bop, do me a favor before you do all that stuff. Please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Charles B, and this is actually one of Charles B's 3 prioritized requests for the month of February for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So, here you go, Charles. Hope you enjoy the show, man. Charles wanted to see me react to this song by SiM. That's really the title. Okay. I'm going to spell it out. FXXKFXXKFXXK.
What?
Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, hold it, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. As always, Charles has given me an intro to read to everybody, so here we go. The last time you reacted to SiM was, believe it or not, exactly 1 year ago. 1 year ago. It has been a while. And it was for their metalcore ballad, Under the Tree, which served as the ending theme for the first half of the final chapters of the Attack on Titan anime series. The very first time you reacted to SiM was The Rumbling, their initial contribution to Attack on Titan, but one of the show's later opening themes. That track has become their most successful to date, racking up over 200 million streams and even claiming the top spot on the US Hot Hard Rock Songs charts, which is amazing for a Japanese alternative metal band. Yeah, no kidding. The Rumbling was also featured on SiM's 2022 EP Beware, which happens to be the home of the track you're about to react to. This song will give you a chance to check out a little more of SiM's distinctive alternative metal sound that they've become known for. One last thing, the title. Yeah, let's talk about that title.
Dirty word! He said a dirty word!
In case you are wondering what it means and why it's spelled that way, it's actually quite simple. There's the letter F, and then there's the letter K, and those 2 X's in the middle are just playing hide and seek with some other letters. If you still can't figure it out, well, you'll just have to watch the video and listen to the song to find out what the word in the title really is. Oh boy. Okay, well, I think we're all adults here. I think we all have a pretty good idea of what that word is. But then again, they may be pulling a fast one on us. It might be something completely different. We don't know. Let's see, this was posted by SiM official YouTube channel, okay? And the video has 736,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? 'Cause here we go. All right. Here we go. SiM. I am not even kidding. FXXKFXXKFXXK. Take that for what it's worth, folks. However you want to interpret it. Official video. Wah, wah, wah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, there's that word official coming off of their official page. Yep. Look, you already know what I'm going to say, so I'm not going to say it. All I'm going to say is this. We're going to have to just wait and see what happens and hope for the best. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Did you miss me? Did you miss me? Are you ready for this?
Get down!
Fuck this town, fuck the city, fuck the world and I fuck the planet, fuck the band, fuck the unit. Don't listen for taking it for granted. Who will rich, saying to which? All you stitches, get stitches. Reach a bunch of closer, get to work. Still employed, what a happy jerk. Be honest, you wanna get some shit. Did you miss me? Did you miss me? Just busy, I feel a little dizzy. Did you miss me? Did you miss me? It's a pity, you're not a pretty one. Watch your mouth, kid. You better not use four-letter words like me. What? Oh, that's a good question. Love is the most beautiful and the dirtiest word I want. Don't ask me why.
Okay, call me crazy. I'm hearing three very distinct, well, let me rephrase that. Three very distinctly different musical styles happening within this song. You got like a new metal feel with that breakdown, that halftime breakdown. It's very new metal-ish in style. And then you have like I don't know if I would say like a pop rock, but like a punk pop rock in the chorus. Kind of upbeat, you know, kind of good feeling. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just I just find it unusual to have those two styles in the same thing. But then you throw into that a Latin feel in the verses. All happening within the drums, too. That's the funny thing. With the guitar strumming on the upbeats. Bang, 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 bang. Along with what's happening within the cymbals and the tom work in the second half of each measure. Gives it kind of a Latin feel, which is really nice, actually. I'm not sure what to make of this yet. I'm not quite sure how this is going to go as far as the score goes, but I can tell you this, beyond a shadow of a doubt, I'm enjoying it. I am definitely enjoying this, without question. This is, if nothing else, it's interesting, you know? So I'll take it. Let's keep going. Let's see where this goes.
Oh, that's a good question. Love is the most beautiful and the dirtiest word I want. Don't ask me why. Fuck the weapons, fuck the heavens, fuck the mother, you don't forget it. Fuck the government, fuck society, you don't fucking have to make a living. Tornado is the end of the world. Be honest, you wanna get some shit. Did you miss me? Did you miss me? Just busy, I feel a little dizzy. Did you miss me? Did you miss me? It's a pity, you're
I like it. I know I like it, but I'm not sure how that's going to translate to a score. I need to think about it. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was SiM with, I kid you not, FXXKFXXK. Yeah. This was a request from Charles B., and this was actually one of Charles B.'s 3 prioritized requests for the month of February for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So there you go, Charles. Hope you enjoyed the show. I'm just chuckling. I'm sorry. I'm chuckling at the title. I'm like, who are you trying to kid? We all knew what you were trying to say. I'm sure I'm sure they have their reasons for doing that, or maybe it's just some tongue-in-cheek humor. I'm not 100% sure, but I mean, the title's cute. Okay, I'll absolutely give it that. It's cute, it's creative, it's funny. So, anyway, there's not really a whole lot to talk about. I'm going to be honest with you. This was a pretty straight-ahead song, and it's getting, for the most part, a pretty straight-ahead score. There was one factor that really kind of influenced the direction of my scoring. So, and we'll talk about that, I promise. But other than that one thing, there's not a lot to discuss. So we should have a fairly short review here. I guess we'll see how that goes, of course. Starting off with the score, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that an 8.1. Yep, 8.1. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, an 8.1. What does that mean? Well, an 8.1 would translate to a great skill rating. So overall, I think this is a great song. It would also get 4 to 5 stars and an A- letter grade. So there you go, an 8.1, great skill rating, 4 to 5 stars, and an A- letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? So glad you asked. For the most part, this song was very straight ahead. When it came to its chordal progression, we're literally talking about 3 chords. Root down to the 5, down to the 4, back up to the 5, back up to the root. That was the entire chordal progression through most of the song. Now, there was the breakdown section where we went to that halftime feel. That was a little different. That was a nice little switch up. I liked it. But for the most part, it followed a very simplistic chordal progression. Now, is there anything wrong with that? No. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. It feels good, it's pleasing to the ear, and most importantly, it's memorable. It would be very easy to hear this song and go, "Oh, I know that song." You know, you'll if these cats come on stage in front of a crowd of fans of theirs and they play this song, the fans are gonna know within the first, I would say, 5 seconds of the song. They're gonna figure out what song it is. They're gonna know. It's definitely a song that would be memorable, catchy. Yes, absolutely. That chorus, definitely catchy. As far as instrumentation goes, guitar sounded really good. I got no issue with it. The drumming, actually, you know what? We're gonna save the drumming for last. The bass playing, very solid. I had no issue with it. I liked for it when we started getting toward the end. Started to hear the popping and slapping really started to come through. Not sure if they were doing popping, if he was doing popping and slapping throughout the rest of the song, but I know at the end he was. I could hear it clear as day. It sounded really nice, got no issue with it. The vocals sounded good. I have no problem with the vocals, very appropriate. Each time they would switch up style, he would switch up vocal style to fit in a way that would correspond with what was happening musically. So, got no issues there. The big thing for me was the drumming. The drumming, every time they would switch style, the drummer was the one that really kind of made it obvious. And I hate to say this, but the drummer was the one that was kind of responsible for making all the really good stuff happening. Switching up between the styles like he did and making it obvious through his patterns that he was coming up with. This is where we're going now. We're going to go into this style. And now we're going to switch gears and go into this style. And each time he transitioned, he made it very smooth. The transitions never felt awkward. And really, more than anybody, that comes down to the drummer. Drummer was definitely the all-star on this one. what really sold this for me more than anything else, and folks, you have to kind of open your mind a little bit on this one. What really sold me on this song more than anything else was its usage of varying music styles. Personally, I heard 3 different styles. We had the nu metal style when we had those halftime breakdowns, what was happening rhythmically within the drums and within the syncopation with guitar and bass as well. Very heavy feel in within the guitar playing and bass playing in that halftime feel established by the drummer. And then we had the verses, which kind of had a little bit of a Latin flavor to it. What was happening, again, more than anybody was responsible for this was the drummer. But the guitar player had a little hand in it too, playing with the upbeat strumming, the light strumming on the upbeats. Bass player really kind of playing around with the root notes, just keeping it very simple for that part. But the drummer was really the one that kind of came up with the whole thing with the hi-hat, the upbeat hi-hat play with the toms out every single measure. Really kind of gave it that Latin feel, and I really kind of dug that. That was a nice surprise. And then we go into this like pop, punk, rock hybrid afterwards. Very pleasing to the ear. Very memorable, simple, yeah, absolutely simple. But it had all the hooks though. That was the most hooky part of the entire song. And honestly, out of the entire song, it was my least favorite part. The chorus, it definitely had poppy elements to it without question. But I'm not going to sit here and pretend like it was garbage because it wasn't. It's got the hooks without question. It's got the hooks. So. Smart songwriting to boot, creative songwriting, and that's really what kind of bumped us up into the 8s more than anything else. I was looking at scoring this, and I kept playing around with 7s, like mid to high 7s. I'm like, you know what? You really got to take into consideration what they did with the different musical styles. Now they implemented them into this one song. That's not easy to do, and they did it really well. So let's bump them up into the 8th. I think that's fair. In closing, regarding the title, listen, I know we're all adults here, okay? I get it. Me personally, I'm not the biggest fan of cursing. I've always kind of felt like, cursing is kind of an unnecessary thing. I mean, now look, everybody's got differences of opinion on this, okay? I personally don't believe in 4-letter shortcuts. I do my best to stay away from them when it comes to songwriting. But I know for a lot of bands, I'm not saying it's a crutch, but it's something they kind of rely on, and they've kind of built their foundation around that type of attitude and that type of style. And that's perfectly fine. I'm not going to put anybody down for it. All I'm saying is I'm not always the biggest fan of it, but I see why they do it. And it's something like this, the title, a little tongue-in-cheek humor there. I think that's kidding. I think that's kind of cool. So yeah, it's a little cheeky fun. Nothing wrong with it. But in any case, 8.1, I feel good with that score, and that's where we're going to stay. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We have an 8.1, which is a great scale rating, 4 to 5 stars, and an A- letter grade. Take your pick, I don't care, whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hope I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, that did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later, peace.